how or if you would play that Sunday. How are you feeling coming out of Sunday's game?
I'm feeling better. Just taking advantage of this week off, getting healthy, getting into the playbook, studying them 49ers. Yeah.
Were you surprised at how well you played? I mean, I know you're confident, I know you have your abilities, but not having had a chance to test it, did you feel that comfortable that you would be able to make the kind of impact you did?
When Friday came, I kind of knew I was going to play, but with Rick and the training staff, I thank them guys so much. They took the precautions to make sure I was the healthiest that I could be before the game. But I knew I was going to play, and whenever I step on the field, I try to give 110% no matter how I'm feeling, and whatever pain I'm enduring during the game, I'll just make sure that I battle through it and just give it my all.
How are you emotionally after the injury happened and having to sort of deal with it internally, missing big game?
I mean, especially an injury at that time, you actually go through a lot. Thank God for my guys, my teammates, the D-line. A guy like Frank Clark, that he's all about positive vibes, positive energy. My teammates always uplifting me. Just those guys uplifting me and everything, because then you get to question yourself why it happened or what could I have done better, and especially in playoff games, because playoff isn't promised, and especially when you feel like you can do something to help your team to win a game, it's emotionally challenging. And I was fortunate enough that the team went out there, executed against Houston, and I was able to play against Tennessee Titans, and thank KC fans for the prayers. I think they helped. And Miss Fags, she actually made me some meatballs. And I think that's what did it. The meatballs had me feeling amazing on Friday. So
more meatballs.
Yeah, that's why I told him, man, it's a tradition now. He told me, listen, that's my wife, just relax. And I told him I'm not trying to make any problems.
Chris, can you talk about the 49ers? We were just hearing how they can disguise things. All the plays can look the same, and then suddenly it's something different. They've got something special for this defense. So when you study them, what do you see that they do? They're
very special. Both sides of the ball. I mean, they took this all season and added some huge key pieces. They added D Ford, drafted Nick Bosa kid. They got Richard Sherman on the outside, DeForest Buckner. Their front seven is ruthless. Then you look at the offense, Jimmy Garoppolo, the speed that they've created around him. One of the best tight ends in the league, George Kittle. So they got a lot of weapons. They're very dynamic. Good team, great team. And, with the scheme Shanahan is running over there is very pivotal. And we got to study film, make sure we dial into whatever we can do to affect those guys.
Chris, you talked about how tough it is to sit there knowing you can't play. Now, how tough is it to have 2 weeks to have to wait to play in the Super Bowl? I mean, are these days just crawling by right now?
No, this is great. I was thinking about this last week, and everybody was like, "Man, the bye week is not good." No, the bye week is great. You need a bye week. This is week 20, week 21 of the season. Is long, so it's very, very fortunate we able to get this bye week and take advantage of it and rest and get our bodies right and our mental capacity of the game right. Because actually later on in the season, especially for younger guys, the mental capacity, it gets hard. You have to start, actually forcing yourself to study more, forcing yourself to look at the playbook, because it's so late in the season that, around this time you're actually done with football, unless you're fortunate enough to make it to the Super Bowl.
Does the stress, you guys had such a focus of getting back to where you were because you were so close last year. And I wondered, did the stress did you see it kind of on you guys? Maybe that's why you got off the slow starts. And is there a relief being here or no? The championship game, it's more stressful than anything before.
No, if you actually look at how we get off to the slow start, third down, I jumped off sides. Another third down, Frank Clark jumped off sides. Another third down, we got a PI, and I feel like we needed to stop beating ourselves, making key adjustments on defense, stop beating yourself, and execute the scheme of the defense. And once we start doing that, everything started working in our favor, because we're not actually depending on the offense to score 30 and 40 points, but what we are depending on that our defense hold up to, keep our offense within the game. Well, fortunately, we got Pat Mahomes that, you know, at any time things can take off, and Andy Reid, who is a genius at offense.
You mentioned D, and when you speak to the faith of you being in this game and him being in this game a year after things ended the way they did last year.
I actually talked to D last week before the Tennessee game, and we were just talking about how crazy it is if we get to play each other. You know, D still is a close friend of me. We still talk on basis, and I'm very fortunate, man. D taught me a lot while he was here, and more so away from football, just about life. I was fortunate enough to play with the guy, him and Tamba, and him and Justy Houston, which taught me a lot. So, you know, it'll be a great opportunity to actually get to play against him.
Chris, the way
Okay,
things
last one.
went in the game and then you get this extra rest, do you anticipate being able to play the full game on Super Bowl Sunday health-wise?
1,000%, man. I just truly believe in Rick and his staff, how they've been handling this. They're some of the best in the business. He's been in the business a long time, and whatever Rick tells me to do, I try to do it to my best ability. I completely trust those guys, and to make sure that they have me ready before a game.
Okay?
Thank you, guys.